have in the studio with me Kojo Antwi. Unfortunately, I could not get. I could not get. See, my voice is going down. I could not get Salif Keita because Salif Keita is in town, but he has to rest. Half the times, artists they come very late, and therefore you see us drive them from the airport straight to showgrounds. But Salif is in town. He's resting this evening. Make sure that you are there because you get the best of Keita. Don't ever miss it. Kojo, good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to meet you.
It's great to be here.
That's wonderful. And then I have on the extreme right, that is Rashid Oforikwe, who is a show director. Rashid, it's great. Rashid, how do you feel when you walk and work with people who in themselves are so talented, disciplined, humble, great, and they always draw the thousands of crowd? How do you feel?
Well, I feel very great. I feel very honored to work with most of the great people in Ghana. I've been working with Kojo Antwi for quite some time now, as he was telling me last night, he said this is going to be one of his greatest shows, because, it's the 21st century, and also this is the 21st edition of the Kojo Antwi show.
The 21st edition of the Kojo Antwi show. Viewers, wherever you are, I have 2 tickets with me in the studio, and then a DVD. What is going to happen is that at the end of it, I'll read something, and then I would want you to call and answer the question. You win a ticket, and if you're outside Accra and therefore you cannot rush down to Accra and attend or use the ticket, then I have a DVD for you that you will pick that one. That is Great Kojo Antwi Show. Now, Kojo, today.
Yes, sir.
Well, how will you describe the day? Because you see, we have always been listening to music. We hear Salif Keita, we hear the Yusundos, we hear them, mention them. You travel outside, and then occasionally you crush them in certain concerts. But you have brought Salif Keita to Ghana. How difficult
for me? It wasn't that difficult. I met Salif about 6 years ago in Copenhagen. We did a show called The Image of Africa, and he was the headliner, and he was the main star of the event. And after the show, we met at the airport. Introduced myself and that I'm a musician from Ghana. He has heard my music, a song like Minyan Taban is still very popular in Mali, and I've been to Mali a few times. So I told him it would be an honor to have him as part of the show that I do at 24th, or do a collab with him. And he said anytime. So this year we started talking to his management, and here we are.
Here you are. You have brought in Salif Keita to this country. Now, Kojo, I know that 24 nights, anytime, all your shows have been so great and very catchy. But I know this one would be of a difference.
Thanks.
And so, how would you want it to look like? How different would you want to look like?
I believe all my shows, all the 24 night shows have been, different.
Yes.
We do work with great artists. Mewe has passed through, Monique Seika,
yes.
Still Pause, we brought Still Pause here for the first time. So there is this growth, and after 20 years, this is the 21st edition. I feel blessed to be doing this. Still being able to pack the place, and what is going to happen tonight is Salif Keita, myself, and we have a great young artist, Irene,
yes.
Kojo Antwi, who was always part of my group before, will also pass through. Masem is on,
yes,
and a whole lot of others.
Yes. So we're expecting a night of sensation. Correct. A night of electric.
It's Christmas, and if you know what we've gone through as a nation, being able to go through a peaceful election, it's time for us to celebrate. And this is the beginning.
And this is the time.
This is the
time. Rashid, you're going to get Salif Keita on your hands.
Yes.
Show director.
Yes.
How prepared are you?
Well,
this is a big name.
Yes. Well, we've been preparing for quite some time now, because we know that this time it's going to be 2 African great musicians in Ghana, and Kojo Antwi, as he keeps saying, Rashid, I just can't wait, to bring what I have inside for Ghanaians to really see that Kojo and Salif Keita are great African musicians.
That is that. Now, Kojo, I know No One Turbine. These are great songs that had, over the time, are still surviving. Which one are you going to rock the night with?
I'm doing about 2.5. If time will permit me, about 3 hours of my soul. All the favorites of. I'm going to have a request time for the audience to
put it in.
Put it in, and then I don't call that this particular 24th night show. I don't call it a show anymore. It is an experience.
Sure.
You come, and what you see is not something you see anywhere else on any stage. The entry, the what we do, because it's a platform that I get to do what an artist would love to do. It's not about money, but it's what I sit and I dream. I wish I could come on stage on a white horse.
That's right.
And you're able to do that. The next thing is okay. So today is going to be one of those.
One of those very great ones. But Kojo, if I should ask you, the music industry in Ghana, I know that we had come very far.
Very far.
If you look at 20 years ago, and you look at 21 years on, how would you describe the industry now? How challenging is it?
It's vibrant. I hear young artists like Sarkodie winning awards all over the place, and that's good. There is this new trend, is Azonto. For me, it's good. The music is dynamic, and it got to grow. And I love what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing.
You love what you're seeing and what you're hearing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
right. And I still want to stay with you.
When you talk about downloads,
yes,
and copyright issues and pirating and that, then that's a different thing. But there is a lot of attention on Ghana now. Our music is growing. I think we've been doing the high life thing for much too long. So I love what the young people are doing. There's fire in their eyes. They're thinking out of the box. Their rhythms and lyrics. I love what I'm hearing.
You love what you're hearing. Now, Kojo, before I started the interview with you, I saw the concert out there, and I saw the crowd in Amsterdam. I saw the crowd, the people. Sometimes I'm walking to a function, a show, and then you will see when somebody is singing, and then the artist himself is saying, clap your hands, do this. I ask myself, no, why do you tell the people to clap? If it is energetic enough, if it is electric enough, the crowd will move with it.
Correct.
But I see that you stand there, the stage work is there, the crowd is there, you electrify the crowd, you move the crowd. And when you sit down and watch, as we were watching, when you finish and you're watching the playbacks, do you imagine that you are the one who is doing that?
It feels good. I feel blessed to be doing what I'm doing. Every time I don't want to perform, I don't listen to the performer. I don't like listening because I hear all the mistakes.
Are you sure that you perform and there are mistakes in them?
Even my CDs or my records, I don't like listening to. When they are out of the studio, I don't listen to them anymore. Because when I listen to them, I only hear, okay, I should have done this. I should have changed that,
Yes.
And so I enjoy the new songs that are not out yet.
Yes.
But for me, it is great to have that audience. When you have the hit songs, we have a lot of hit songs, it's easy to perform.
How do you marry the two? You square your two images. I'm seeing you sitting in the set with me here. Very quiet, very humble. You're even trying to hide your eyes. And then when you're standing on the stage, Now, almost everybody is carried away, and I see a different Kojo Antwi. How do you marry the two images? Kojo Antwi
Stages
of
where I
private
come
life,
alive.
and stages where you come alive.
Stage is a place for me. I get nervous in the studio when I'm recording, but stage is, I started out as a performer, and I can always deliver on stage. It doesn't matter what, you know.
Rashid.
Yes.
Kojo was telling me a couple of minutes ago that sometimes he said, oh, well, I could have changed this, I should have done this, I should have done this. As a show director, do you realize that when he is on the stage, there are things that he could have done differently?
Yes. Most of the time, when we finish the shows, we have like people that we have like a whole board that we criticize some of the things and the things that didn't go well and how we can make it better on our next show.
So you always do post-mortem and make sure that the next stage is a very great one.
Exactly.
It's a very now. When you get a crowd there, those who are those that you're looking at? Is that the generation that is the older ones, or are you looking at the younger ones, or are you looking at the middle age, or female, male and female?
Oh,
who are those that you?
But my fans has been predominantly the ladies.
Yes.
You know, the young ladies, the old ladies, because they hear, I always say that they listen to my music with their heart.
Yes.
The men always listen to the music with their head.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But they're always looking for, where's that beat? You know, but women are more emotional. So those ballads, it hits them, they gravitate to the chords and the lyrics in them, and then they are the ones who like, okay, people will be listening to the fast song, men will be listening to the fast, but the ladies will go for the cool song. So when I'm performing, I have a section for everyone.
You have a section for everyone. Could you let's listen to this one? I can't just get you in the studio without really enjoying your songs. How do you do the stage work, the stagecraft?
The stage work, that's I mean, every time, everywhere I go, I look for props, things, ideas that I can use on stage. Some will come and shape itself into something that you can use in 2 days, but some you have to work on for years and years and years. And this particular entry that I'm gonna do tonight is something I've worked on for the past 3 years.
The past 3 years.
Yeah.
So
and
training and rehearsal very important.
Very, very important. Okay, I'm talking about the concept.
The concept, yes.
You know, then like with the repertoire for the night, okay, you think of how are you gonna hit the people with the first set of the show. Yes. Let's say for the first 30 minutes, you just kick fast music, break it into ballads, slow tempo, and take it up again. So it changes, but sometimes you can have the plan that okay, this is what I want to do tonight. When you see the crowd demands something else, and you have to change it.
You have to change it.
And
I know that tonight you're going to get a very huge crowd. And so are you anticipating a very huge crowd?
I am.
And therefore prepared to really manage a huge crowd. Yes. Show director, a huge crowd tonight. Are you prepared for the huge crowd?
I'm very prepared.
Very well prepared for the where's the venue? I want you to mention the venue.
Theatre.
National Theatre.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's a huge crowd.
It's a huge crowd.
Huge venue. and you would want to make sure that it's another night, the 21st edition,
Of the
21st century of Kojo Antwi. Now, viewers, I have 2 tickets with me. I would want you to take this tagline. This night is what Mr. Music Man Kojo Antwi and the special one, Salif Keita, says the stars don't imitate, they originate.
Exactly.
That is it. When you call, you should be able to tell me that the stars don't, whatever continues with it. You win yourself one of the 2 tickets, or if you are far away from Accra, then you get the CD. It is wonderful and great to talk to you, Kojo. I am your candidate for tonight.
Cool.
I am there. I would want to see Salif Keita.
I must say, I'm seeing Kaki for the first time, and I think she's great.
You see Kaki for the first time,
yeah.
right? Viewers, Kojo Antwi has introduced my next guest, Kaki, on set. So don't go away.